Hey, girl. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, Maim, since we just covered that 5 minutes ago?
Still here.
We're still standing better than we ever did. Feeling like a true survivor. Oh, that's right. Feeling like a little. I guess we would look like a true survivor. We wouldn't look like a little kid. Feeling like a true survivor. Yeah.
I feel like an old person.
I'm still standing.
Even though my joints are swollen. So
there's a YouTuber who I highly suggest you look up. She does. Her name's Gabby. Gabi. I don't remember her last name is. But she does like 30-minute videos about random things.
Okay.
She just did one about ancient aliens, the robots and dinosaurs. One girl, you just have to like. She's hilarious. She is absolutely hilarious. She is right in my like wheelhouse of comedy, and I highly suggest her. Yes, that is
okay. I'll give her a go.
Yeah, she's yeah.
YouTuber Gabby. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it. She also did one about generally Asian or Japanese game shows coming into America, and she did a whole little bit on Silent Library.
I don't know what that is.
The MTV show that was like from 4 years in the 2000s, where they had to be quiet while stupid shit happened to them.
Oh, I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh, it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay. Silent Library. Okay.
It's actually pretty funny. Like it's nothing. Like it is 30 minutes of nothing.
Yeah.
It's hosted by Zero something or another, a Japanese man. That's just a picture of his face. Zero something. And it's captioned underneath a Japanese man.
It's like, oh man,
Girl, that one got me. Oh my god, I don't know if I'll be able to recover. It's just our pictures. It's okay. Hold on here because he's a very
zero something.
Zero Kazama. Yeah. Like here, I will show you his picture. Like,
oh boy, he's trying real hard to look hard there in that picture.
But can't you just see this picture and then I'm already Zero something or another, a Japanese man. Yeah, he made some bomb threats.
What?
Yeah, he was also he played in Mortal Kombat HD collection. Oh, he didn't actually play in.
Artist.
No, he was a voice artist.
They just wrapped Mortal Kombat 2 yesterday.
Oh, I heard. God, I don't know anything about that.
The first movie was actually good.
Oh, the movie. Mm-hmm. I don't care about that.
I mean, it's actually a pretty good movie.
I don't care about. I don't like action movies typically.
Oh,
I get very bored by them.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, oh, another explosion. Yay. Yeah, I don't like, oh God, especially if it's okay, superhero movies specifically. I get very bored by superhero movies. They bore the shit on me. Except for the ones with what's his doodle. Work on that one. What's the Chris Pratt ones?
The Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, those are fun.
Well, those are more like comedies. Those are like comedies with action.
Yes, I know. That's why I like them.
I mean, I have to say that I don't really.
You don't have to say anything, girl. It is America.
Well, no, like
you can plead the fifth if you want
movies. To. No, like those action movies that are just that and that alone, or the ones that take themselves too seriously. I don't really like those.
Yeah.
But the ones that have like some humor to them or things like that, yeah.
Oh, that anime that I suggested to you. I've got another one.
Yes.
The vampire dies easily.
Yes.
Have you watched it?
Not yet.
So the premise is, dear listeners, if you like anime, I highly suggest this one. The premise is there's a vampire who is like harassing some people and like a kid, and like he's taking him in, he's going to turn him. So a great vampire hunter goes up to the vampire's house, going to kill him. And like he walks in and like the vampire hunter like slams the door on him and he just turns into a puddle of dust. So the vampire dies like over and over again. Like he can't. It turned out this kid just came over to play his video game collection, and like he sneaks in while the vampire's asleep in his coffin and plays video games. And like it's
a ridiculous anime.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like the vampire turns to dust because he's trying to bite somebody else that can't make it through their skin. It is ridiculous. It is so good. It is funny.
I love it.
Yeah, I that is right there. Like it's real good, girl.
Stuff like that makes me giggle.
It does. It is, because we were looking for something new to watch after that dungeon one, the dungeon food one. Just we tried to make it through the second episode and we're like, nope. And then we had another slice of life one with the girls going to Antarctica. No, it got very boring.
Well, when you told me about the beginning of it, I was like, oh, okay.
What the girls? I told you about that one. Yeah, it second episode got worse.
Well, I mean, like when you described it, I was like, this could go one of two ways.
Oh, but there is another one that's getting very good reviews from like the deaf community.
The deaf community.
The deaf community. It is. I don't remember what it's called. It's on Crunchyroll, I believe. It's airing live, so we're only on episode 3, so it's episode 3 here and there. It is a slice of life about a deaf girl falling in love with her like a boy in college, and like he's a cool kid, he's a polyglot, and she's like teaching him sign language. It's so fucking adorable, but it's shown from like her perspective and like how it's hard for her to communicate, and there are parts that there's no sound in. Like it is very good.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it is normally you would think it would be told from his point of view or the point of view of her friend who is fully, hearing. No, it's told from her point of view. It is so good and it's adorable.
Okay, that one actually sounds like something I'd be into.
Dear listeners, speaking of adorable things, did you know that we have Patreon?
Say what?
That's right, Maim. If you go to... I've screwed up. I've screwed up. Dear listeners, there we go. If you go to patreon.com, bloop, bloop, Mims and Maim, you can throw somebody, hey, Maim.
Sure, yes. Hey, yeah.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Yes, I did.
That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Designing Wood podcast, and Over the Moon, our moonlighting podcast that we're going to record soon. And hey, Maim.
This
Our dear listeners,
right now,
okay, our dear listeners,
high frequency.
Our dear listeners can see us in the lightest of drag, recording Over the Moon. And Maim, they also get something new. They get a new thing from Patreon.
What are you saying
I'm trying to, but I've got a stutter. If they sign up for Patreon, they will get all of our episodes without commercials.
Stop.
Now, Maim, that comes with, where's my camera? A caveat.
We love a caveat. Honey.
We love a caveat. Dear listeners, Patreon system for uploading stuff is wonky as hell. So it's going to take me a couple weeks to get them all up there. But it also will not be like very well sorted. So the newest ones, I'll try to put up there first so that they show up first. But all the rest of them, good luck and good night.
Are they going to sleep?
What? What was that, Maim? What?
I don't know.
What are you saying? What? Merchandise. Did you know we have merchandise, Maim?
Merchandise.
That's right. If you go to mimsmaim.com, you can buy something, hey, Maim?
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
You love a good caveat.
I love
also a 5-star review.
I love a cavernous caveat, but I also love a 5-star review. Let's see if we have any.
Not a cavernous caveat, honey.
Cavernous caveat. Let's see if we've got
talk
any.
about that
We
on here?
do not there. We do. Do we have any here? We do not there. Wait. We do, but how'd I miss that one? Oh, thank you, girl. That I didn't realize. I'll send you that one. That's one that we didn't. That never showed up on my thing. I'll have to send you that one. It's from our dear patron in Kansas City. It never showed up on my things, but now it did. So I'm glad that it showed up, and I will send that to you.
Thank you, Kansas City.
Hey, Maim!
Right?
Huh?
Kansas City, Missouri.
I think that she's in Kansas City, Kansas.
There's 2 Kansas Cities?
Yeah, it's on both sides of the river.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I knew there was a Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri is the most of it. Then there's Kansas City, Kansas. It's much smaller, but yeah.
See, that's what they should do with Charlotte, since it's basically spilled over into South Carolina also.
Have Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte, South Carolina?
Yeah.
I wonder if they may.
I mean, it's the same concept, right? I mean, literally.
Or is that just Rock Hill?
Oh. That's all that is. Never mind. That's all. That's what Rock Hill is at this point.
Hold on. I'm now looking at a map.
Come on, map. Come on.
Oh, no,
map.
it is. It's no. Charlotte is only in North Carolina. It's Fort Mill on the other side. And Rock Hill. Yeah.
That's the one, because you stop at Fort Mill to get cheaper gas.
Girl, did I ever tell you about the drag queen?
Just the one?
The drag queen who was driving drunk down 77.
No.
And she was being chased by cops because she was speeding.
No.
Very drunk, had drug paraphernalia in your car. She crossed the state line. That it went from a state offense to a federal offense.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. She was lucky. Very, very lucky that she got off kind of from time served. She was very, very lucky. She did have to go to the federal jail in the weekend, so oh God, yeah. Yeah. This is season 4. Episode 7. If it's Thursday, it must be Beverly.
Oh, I just remember. Oh, that's so funny.
What?
Yeah, the person that I dated that had the dissociative identity disorder, the identity also got into a police chase. So, yeah, that was fun times.
So we're at a hair salon, girl, a vintage early 80s hair salon, and
Pink everywhere.
JB's in the chair, telling Loretta to not give her too much of a poof on the top, too much of a poop in the back. Girl, I'm poofy right now. I just showered.
Boo boo.
And I didn't.
Boo boo, you were born poofy.
I should really comb my hair some days.
Some days it looks like that all the time.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Girl, if I comb it, it looks bad.
I mean, I don't know. I only see you in this. I just thought this was like your home hair.
No, girl, this is what my hair looks like all the time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. It to do something with it is very difficult.
Okay.
I mean, look at it. It's so curly.
Oh God! Don't stroke your arm hair like that. Please don't do that.
So we meet Phyllis, the travel agent.
Phyllis.
And Eve, the bird, is getting ready to go to France.
Oh, come on, Eve. You better go to France, honey.
Hey, everybody. It's me, George, the mailman. I'm here and got the mail for everybody. How's it going? I got some mail for you. And
hey, George,
who all wants a lottery ticket? Oh, yeah.
I'd love one, George. Thanks. Are you tired, George? You must be tired from walking around.
So we find out that there's another woman who's got dark black hair named Ideal.
Yeah,
she's divorced and very sad about it. We find out that it's the New Hampshire lotto, not the Maine one, the New Hampshire one, and it's up to 2 million Rupel doll hairs.
Whoa,
that's a lot of Rupel doll hairs.
It's a lot of doll hairs.
Well, we find out that Ideal has number 30, Phyllis has 33, and there was Eve and another woman named Ms. Barton sitting in between. Okay. So Mrs. Barton is being shown to her chair by the little helper Cordine, I believe her name is.
Yes.
What's her name? Hold on here.
She has a weird name. I thought it was like
Corrine Abdul-Jabbar.
Not related. It's just coincidence, girl.
It's just coincidence that she's a 6'5" black man.
Oh man, if he played this role, exact same role,
like you did on Airplane, is that that sort of thing? Yeah.
Like if he did like some method acting where he just had that they put a little blonde wig on him.
He's one of my favorite because he's game for that kind of shit. Like,
oh yeah, I love him. His books have been great.
Like, I know you keep saying that. Loretta's like, Miss Barton's always been unhappy. It's probably trouble in the bedroom.
Girl. That's where all the problems start, right there.
If you ain't getting your jollies, just open up the relationship. Well, no. Okay, here's my philosophy on it. If you find somebody you truly love, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get along with them, that you get they are your person. They understand you. They are who you want to see when you go. The only thing that you have a problem with is sex. And there's also another caveat, and you are emotionally able to not have emotionally attached sex, right?
That's the caveat right there, girl.
Because some people cannot do that.
Mm-mm. That's the caveat. And some folks don't want to have that conversation because they don't want to admit certain things.
And it is a conversation, right? It is a conversation because there's the point that if you could open it up if you could do that.
If you can't do it, don't even twist the knob.
If you can't do that, just get into a polycule like Amos, JB, and the Doc.
I feel, especially in this episode, all the funny things that we've been hinting about are feeling more and more I don't think this is a hint. I think this is a real thing.
Well, Beverly and the Doc are here.
Oh, hey.
And the Doc's like, hey, do you want me to cook for you that new recipe I saw in the Frugal World Traveler? And Jamie's like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then they see Jonathan Barton, who is Mrs. Barton's husband, much younger husband, across the way. Why didn't they make him hotter? That's my first question.
Girl, if he ain't that hot, but he getting all them ladies, you already know. The Lord giveth what he hasn't giveth in other places.
I mean, he's still white. It's got to be what, like 5.5?
Boo, don't act like that's a thing. There's plenty
of. It's not a thing. It is not.
There's plenty. There's plenty out there, girl.
I have seen trees of green, blue skies too. No. I have seen all races. I have seen dinglings from across the rainbow, and they are different sizes across that rainbow. I have sampled all the Skittles, girl.
What that green tastes like?
I don't like the green. It's not racism. It's just sour apple. I killed Maim. I did. It was the "it's not racism" line that did it.
Because I couldn't wait to see what you said after that. Dear listeners, the reason what's so funny to us is that in gay culture, people like to point out racial preferences as not being racist. So when Mims said that, I was just preparing myself for what came after that line.
Yeah, like dear listeners, that no fat, no femme, no Asian, no black.
No spice, no rice.
Or there's white people who are like, I only like Asian men.
Yes.
It's like, because I like them a little effeminate. What?
Yes.
What? I can tell you right now that I have a thought on Instagram, THOT.
Oh, come on, thought.
That is Asian, but not effeminate. He is a gay Asian man.
We got a few of them down here. Don't mess with these Asian boys down here. They got these like little jock mentalities too. Oh, hello. Hi. Hello.
Anyway, we're at the Barton's household now, girl. We're at the Barton's household. You are a married woman. And if you have
that don't mean my eyes can't be looking.
And if you have not had that conversation yet,
my eyes can look.
Girl,
I ain't Jimmy Carter.
You know what? Lust in your heart.
I ain't sinning in my heart. I've been looking.
Girl, that is the one thing that I don't understand about straight couples. That some of them are like, you can't even look at her. You can't even look at him. Bitch, I got eyes.
It's amazing too, like the ones that take it to that next level too, where it's like you can't look, and if you look, it's cheating. What? Then what is the point of even like literally? That's not a thing, people. That's not how brains work.
You gotta think, while I am masturbating, and I assure you that I am masturbating, sometimes I'm not thinking about you.
Oh Lord, some woman right now just turned off the podcast, and she is running downstairs as we speak. And she's like, "You tell me right now."
Or she's run downstairs because she's trying to find her pleasure center because it's time to think about somebody else.
Yes, girl, you better go think about somebody else now, honey.
Let me think about it.
Referencing gay song, most of our audience has no idea what we're talking about.
Let me think about it. Anyway, Well, Mrs. Barton is a hootenanny because she's real drunk right now. Like
you know me, I love a good drunk rant, honey.
She's just going on and on about how she should have married Charlie Wilson and how she used to go out dancing and she's got nothing to eat and she's lotto number 32 and John's there and he gets a call to go take care of Eve's cat.
Oh, what's wrong with her kitty cat?
Well, her pussy's up a tree.
Oh no.
And he's got to go get that pussy.
He does. He has a good way of reaching that thing.
He does. So we're at JB's now, and we find out the last time that Doc cooked for JB, he gave everybody food poisoning.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good way of increasing your business.
Yeah. Well, Amos is here. And he's returning the best fishing spots in Maine book that he borrowed from JB. And her husband used to put little pictures of trout, but they were actually really good spots.
Ah, he found one with 3 trouts.
Yeah, he did. Well, there's some comedy about the sauce that Amos tries. And he's like, well, what is this? It's calamari. What's calamari? It's squid. Do you like calamari?
Right. I do actually like, well, like fried calamari.
Okay.
I will say though, of everything in this particular episode, this is the one thing that irked me the most. Because how does a person who lives by the ocean not know what calamari is?
He would have probably just heard it called squid. Like, and they don't really eat it. Like they.
What do you mean they don't eat it? They don't eat it up north?
They throw it. So. Squid isn't really often eaten in America.
Oh.
No, we don't. We use it for feed and like to catch things. We don't really. No. I mean, girl, you're from North Carolina. Have you ever seen squid on a menu anywhere here?
Well, I was never really a seafood person, so I never paid attention to that stuff.
No. No, okay. It's not really a thing. Now, I will say, one of the best things I had in Taipei, they have like hawker stands where they little food and they had grilled squid, like fresh grilled squid on a hawker stand. Do you want it spicy? Sure. Throw on whatever kind of hot sauce that was, and just like they cut it with a pair of scissors, throw it in a little thing, and hand you a toothpick to eat it with. As you're walking around, delicious. Like fucking delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah. If you like squid. Like it's not fried, it's grilled. Like it is, but it's A plus.
I'd try it. I definitely. I mean, I like once I had it, I was like, oh, it's actually good. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm opposed to it.
I mean, my husband doesn't eat it because squid are fairly intelligent.
That's why mine doesn't eat octopus.
Yeah, my husband will not eat octopus. He like sushi restaurants, no octopus. Yeah. Like which I don't like. I don't like octopus. I find it very chewy and in an unpleasant way. So that's in a way that squid isn't to me. Squid's a little more tender to me, but
yeah,
because it holds me at night and tells me I've done well. It's tender to me. You get it now?
It's tender to you. It's full of tenderness. Mm-hmm. I like squid because it's tender to me.
I like big butts.
And I cannot lie.
Yeah. So there's a little comedy about the sauce, and Amos is leaving, and then there's a phone call. And we find out that Barton's not picking up on his radio, and there was a shot at his house.
No.
Well, we're at Barton's house, and Amos, JB, and the doc are there. The door's unlocked. The lights come on. And Audrey, that's Miss Barton's name, has been shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Because you give love a bad name. Bad name.
Well, she was doing that earlier. Like, she was giving love a bad name, girl.
Well, JB's looking at the thing, and we notice that the lottery ticket's gone. JB didn't know, but we noticed the lottery ticket's not there.
We see it.
Well, we don't because it's gone.
I mean, I'm saying like we see it, like it's not where it was.
So JB's like, it's very odd that she shot herself. Women usually take pills.
Oop.
But there are bruises on her wrist because maybe she was into that sort of thing. What? But
This is the way you said it. Maybe she's in that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she is.
No judgment.
I don't need to go to a sex party while I'm down there, by the way, dear. I don't need to.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to I'll tell them right now you're not coming.
I mean, I may, just not the sex party.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Just gonna leave it there on the coffee table next to the bucket of keys.
Never on a coffee table.
Put down a tarp first.
So, oh God, I just had a memory pop back up into my head.
Oh gosh.
Spot out, I say. There we go. We're there now. So John's here.
Okay.
And he blames himself.
He should.
We find out that Audrey always left the back door open, if you know what I mean.
Jeez.
And she was shot with John's spare gun.
Oh no, John definitely
Jacques
did it.
Hughes.
Definitely did it.
Well, we find out that John was at Eve's. He turned off his radio at 7:30 because the radio scares the pussy. And
Cats are sensitive.
They are to loud noises. And he drove around for like an hour after before coming home and realizing they'd been off. So
irresponsible as an actual police officer. That seems irresponsible.
So we're at Loretta's now.
Okay.
And Ideal's very upset about all this. Eve hates her hair and doesn't really care about the woman dying.
I like what she said, your experiment. When she said that, I was like, what?
What
could she have done to your hair, honestly? Really?
And Corrine is an idiot. We found that out. Like, she can't... She's sorting the curlers by color instead of size, which, in Corine's defense, usually the color indicates the size, so...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But let's leave it to the writers. Those men, they don't know what they're talking about.
Those men... They're the reason Barbie didn't get nominated.
It's true.
What was that? What'd you call me?
That is true. It's true. Or Fantasia.
Or Fantasia didn't get nominated?
No. That movie almost got no nominations.
I mean, is it good?
It did well on Rotten Tomatoes, so people liked it. Like, it did well.
But is it good?
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it yet.
They should have probably waited till next year to put it out. Like, they should have probably...
I was thinking that. I thought that too, but that's...
They rushed it, held it, then... Like, they were going to put it... They were bringing it forward...
Mm-hmm.
And when it came time, and they were like, "Oh, we've already got some shit that can go out." They should have just waited till next year. When it was really
because this was a crowded field this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Amos is here, and we find out that Ideal and Eve think John is very gentle and sweet, and Loretta does not agree.
Those are very specific descriptions.
Well, we're at Doc's, and Beverly is out. It's the first time she's been late in 20 years.
Wow.
Yes. And we found out that the New Hampshire Weekly magazine didn't come this week.
That's weird. It seems like it's always there on time.
Yeah, I mean, the New Hampshire Weekly, I'm sure it's a thrilling read.
I bet you they talk about squid.
You just won't let a bad joke die, will you?
No.
Okay. Dear listeners, you can find her stand-up At the Villain Theater, sometimes.
Not really at this point. Let's just.
Do you even perform improv anymore?
Yeah. Okay. Last night.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you. I knew you still practiced. I didn't know that you still did it.
The reason why. No, because the problem is that like, because of the two shows that I do, like you have to practice it in order to like be in the show. So it was hard to, with the work stuff right after the holidays. You know, it's hard for me to make practice. So.
Gotcha.
I'm back on track now.
But no, I'm reading. I'm sorry. No, there's no joke. I'm just. Well, Amos is here, and we found out the only call listed last night was Eve's.
Oh.
So we're at Phyllis's, and because JB's going on a trip, we don't know where.
Oh.
Maybe it's to London to visit Emma. But
in her new house.
Eve is upset because she wanted 2 tickets for one price. But yeah, like
that's not how
Phyllis is like, this is not how this works. We find out that Audrey had a friend with Phyllis's sister. Okay. And like Phyllis tried to reach out to her, but Audrey was just always very sad and very lonely and did not want to live here in this podunk little town.
I mean, I don't blame her.
Well, we're at JB's now. And Jonathan's here. And he's like, I need your help. You're very smart. You're very kind. You're very wonderful. And
also true.
He starts rubbing JB's shoulders. And it gives JB a little tingling in her nether region.
Oh, no, honey.
Oh, yes.
Not your Calgon region, girl.
Calgon, take me away. So
not that Calgon region, honey. Yes.
God. Have you ever used Calgon?
Yes.
I never have. Is it good? Is it good? Bubble bath or whatever it is?
No, it's actually nice.
Okay.
It's a good bubble bath. Like it's like your skin actually does feel softer afterward.
Okay, good. Well, hey, it's me, Mailman George. I'm here, and here's your mail, and JB, and here's some letters and stuff. And oh, hey, George, how's it going? Or I mean, hey, John, how's it going? Real shame about your wife and everything. Hey, you haven't. And JB like pushed them together and pushed them both out the door.
Yeah, JB almost made a real mistake.
Oh yeah, Doc would have been pissed.
That would have been the scandal of the year.
So we're at the sheriff's office,
mm-hmm.
and Amos and JB go through the call book, and we find out that every Tuesday, Eve calls about her pussy. Pussycat. So we go over to Eve's house. They have a glass of wine and they're talking, and he's like, every Tuesday Jonathan comes over for your cat. Well, he's a very bad cat that needs attending every week.
I don't feel like they're talking about a cat.
They aren't. So we're back at Jonathan's, and he admits that he was there the entire time. That he was seeing Eve. It started out innocently, but then it went escandalo.
Escandalo, honey. Oof. Come on, Eve. You better get it, girl.
So we go to Loretta's, and JB's walking, or they're walking by Loretta's, and Loretta comes out and is like, hey, I have something to tell you, and I might as well tell you now. And JB's like, what? We already know about John and Eve. She's like, no. What about John and Ideal?
Oh, honey, what?
So they go back to the sheriff's office, and he's like, Ideal on Mondays, every Monday. And like, Amos goes off and has like a whole murder plan of how Ideal and John work together to kill her, and on and on and on. And JB's like, wait. Amos. there are more days than 2 in the week. We find out that Phyllis was looking him up too.
This man is like the Energizer Bunny, honey.
So we're at Ideals, and she's like, well, I just made him a casserole, and when Audrey was being murdered, I was at a movie. Loretta, Corrine, and I go every week, but this week it was about divorce. With that dyed-ass black wig.
That lady seemed a little bit older. So it was weird because in my head I was like, did she recently get divorced? Or did she get divorced 20 years ago?
I felt like it was 20 years ago.
And she's still this broken up about it?
Yeah.
It's time to move on, honey. It's time to move on.
So the throuple is walking around. I believe it is a polycule with JB and Doc being the main and Amos being the cuck. Dear listeners, don't Google what that is. Maim is looking at her crystal ball and sees no lies detected.
Every once in a while, you'll say something and my brain just stops. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So Doc basically says, he's been servicing the whole town at night.
The whole town. He has actually had sex with a lot of people in town.
He has. So they see George, and Doc's like, hi, I didn't get my New Hampshire Weekly paper. Do you know where I went? Come to think about it, I didn't get mine either, so I don't know where yours is. Maybe it didn't get put onto the truck or something. I have no idea.
Mysterious. Wait, it just dawned on me for some reason. I don't know why while watching it. Why were they all getting the New Hampshire thing?
That's what I was talking about, girl. That's what I meant earlier.
That's so strange.
Yeah, I mean, New Hampshire's slightly more populated, not by a lot. Actually, I think New Hampshire's significantly more populated than Maine.
Do they have I wish I knew more about the Northeast, that whole region. I just don't know that much about them culturally.
What do you need to know?
Clam chowder.
So New Hampshire's population is 1.4 million currently.
The whole state?
Yes, girl. Vermont is 645,000. Maine is 1.372. So it's slightly smaller than New Hampshire. Nobody lives up there, girl.
No.
Everybody lives in Boston. That is the yes. Because Boston population itself is metro population is 4 million. So the metro population of Boston,
that's down here. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Nobody lives.
But that's just, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I guess, yeah. I don't know why for some reason I thought more people lived up there. It just seemed like.
No, it's very rural, very small. Yeah.
We've learned something new. Well, I've learned something new today. You probably already knew all this stuff.
I mean, but in Boston's metro population is also Providence, Rhode Island, and all of that. It's a
Providence.
But it's a huge metro from basically Boston all the way down to DC. It's huge.
I feel like we can't get through a single recording without one of us saying something that reminds us of Soap Dish in some way, shape, or form. Every single time.
They love me in Canada. So after the discussion about the New Hampshire Weekly, JB and Amos are like, well, now we need to go see Beverly because apparently she was a regular on Thursday.
Come on, Beverly.
So we're at the docks, and Beverly's there, and the first thing she says, it was good, clean sex once a week.
Come on, Beverly.
Yes, Queen, it was.
I loved her ever since Grease.
And Bev believed that he was leaving Audrey. Not that he ever told her. Like, he never expressed this at all.
Yep.
But she was late because she was making him a casserole. Dear listeners, I don't know if this is common where y'all are, but in the South and the Northeast, whenever somebody dies, we make casseroles. And we bring, I know this is true in the Midwest as well. It's probably not true out West. Like the West Coast has a little bit of a different culture than.
They make salads.
I work with somebody from California, like born and raised.
Yes.
I have never met. I thought Southern picky eaters were picky. Until I met a West Coast picky eater. It is like nothing I've ever seen before. And they will make demands of wait staff that I have never, like I would never. Can you do this, but change this to this and this with this? Like, then why would you even come to a restaurant?
Like, that's why I joked about the salad, because there was a poll they just did recently about the favorite side dishes of Thanksgiving. And salad was the side dish of choice for California. And I just looked at the map like, what?
I can understand if it's 7-layer kind. My husband, for the first time, not too long ago, we were at a seafood restaurant, and he'd never gotten the sweet potato from a seafood restaurant, you know, like a fish camp, and he's like, "What's the side of a sweet potato?" I was like, "I think you'll like it." So it comes out, and you know, it's got the butter and the cinnamon sugar on it, and he's like,
"Yes,
this is got cinnamon sugar and butter." I'm like, "Yes. How else will you eat a sweet potato? What are you talking about?" It's like, "Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this, and I'm very happy."
How else would you eat a sweet potato?
I mean, just roasted is fine with butter on it. Like sweet potatoes are delicious. Like
they're really very good.
They are good, but you know, if I'm having a baked sweet potato, that bitch better have cinnamon sugar and some butter on it.
Bitch better have that butter. We may have a parody song on our hands.
So she was late because she was making casserole, and if he wants to fire her, he better not have JB do it for her, and she is going to leave right now and go live her life. Thank you very much. And then Doc in the other room's like, it explains why she always seems so relaxed on Fridays.
I love all of this, like, old Maine sex talk. It's my favorite.
So we're at John's, and Eve is bringing him a casserole, a salmon mousse, that has to set for 3 hours in the fridge. Ugh, God, that sounds...
It sounds awful.
Yeah, I mean, I like salmon. I love salmon. Do you not even like salmon?
I like salmon patties.
But like a grilled salmon.
It's not something I've had very often.
Or roasted
I don't really
salmon.
I don't have an opinion.
So if you take, dear listeners, listen to this as well. This is my suggestion for you. If you shred cabbage, okay, you put it on a sheet pan. You put about a pound of salmon, like a salmon fillet on top, deboned. On top of that, if you take a mixture of like mayonnaise and onion and like some flavoring bits, like you can use gochujang or some other stuff. Dill works in there as well. Slather that on top of the thing, on top of the fish, and let it bake until it's done. It is fucking delicious. Like fucking delicious. Serve that over rice, because you've got the vegetable and the protein, everything served over rice. It's delicious.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to expand your mind, girl. I
eat a lot of food.
I don't think. See, but the thing is, I don't think it's that you don't like seafood. I think it's that you never had good seafood.
I mean, honestly, like I've never cooked much seafood, and the only seafood I grew up with was fried
Oh,
seafood.
yeah.
So,
And you grew up with fried seafood in Statesville, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. We can broaden your horizons.
Beyond a fish fry, honey?
Yes, girl, there are better things than a fish fry. And there's nothing worse
I
than a
don't
bad
believe it.
fish.
I don't believe it.
There's nothing worse than a bad fish fry either. Well, she discovers all the casseroles.
Yes. All there was what? There was like 8 of them, it looked
Yeah.
like.
So we're back at Loretta's.
So I felt like there were days that he was doubling up on some of those ladies.
Yeah, I know, right? So we're back at Loretta's, or he's got more ladies. And everyone is pissed. Everyone in there is absolutely pissed. And so JB walks up, and Loretta's like, everyone's been cast away, and he must have had something special. And Amos sees Corrine in the background eavesdropping. Dropping all them Eves, girl. Dropping all them Eves. So Amos
Featuring Gwen Stefani.
So Amos and JB decide to go to Corine's after work just to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they knock on the door, and Corine's there, but she can't see because she didn't put on her glasses. She really is an idiot. And John's like, well, who's there? And she's like, go back. So they bring John and Corrine in. We find out that Corrine was with Ideal at the movies, but Loretta was visiting her sister in Augusta, Georgia? I don't know. And we find out that John did have a date with Loretta, and then afterwards she wouldn't leave him alone. It was the biggest mistake he's ever made.
I think they said that one because we were trying to figure out about Loretta and why she has this very unusual Southern accent. Like in the middle of Maine, because she can't hide it.
No,
she can't hide it.
So we're at Loretta's, and we find out that Loretta does not even have a sister, but she was getting collagen treatments at night at a doctor that does nighttime collagen treatments.
Yes, honey, we have them down here in South Florida too, but you better be careful. It's probably Fix-A-Flat.
Not Fix-A-Flat, girl.
I've had girls getting Fix-A-Flat taken out of their booty. You heard me. I ain't even joking about that. I'm being dead serious.
Well, JB sees the lottery tickets that Loretta's got, and she's got it.
Oh.
So they go to George's house, and he's in a suit, and I just won the lottery. You'll never believe it. And JB's like, I do. And you had the lottery tickets number 100032, and it's got a pinhole in it. I don't know what you're talking about. The pinhole and all this mess. Well, you see, you stole it from Loretta. Not Loretta, Audrey. And you killed her. Hey, Amos, your woman friend over here is making all this up because she was seen with John, too, if you know what I mean. She's getting a little bit... And Amos like, no, I believe her. Fine. It was self-defense. I came in there, steal the ticket. She came in there, I shot her. Whoopsie-doodle.
Whoopsie-doodle. His feet just hurt so bad, he was desperate.
So, we're back at JB's. Doc's cooking. Amos is here. We find out that John's taking a leave of absence because now that he's wanted this money, the women just will not leave him alone. Amos tries the sauce with some fresh baked bread that's been sitting on set for a very long time. And we find out it's escargot. Do 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 do. Well, Maim, did you enjoy this episode?
I love any gossipy episode like this. Like I love any episode with like like I can't help it. Anything that involves their little subculture there, I'm into it.
It was very good. It was very. I liked seeing the women. I thought that was a good touch, like seeing an old 80s salon and that sort of thing. Yeah, that was good. Why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Oh, totally. Hi, dear listeners. It's I, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me, anywhere. You can find me hosting Amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night at Killer Idol in South Beach, doing improvised comedy at the Villain Theater in Midtown Miami, and hosting various other events that you can find out about at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Patti LaBelle Shrimp Scampi Pasta recipe and review in Parade magazine.
I need that recipe. You need to send that to me right now.
Here, let me copy that link.
Anything with the word Patti LaBelle next to it, I'm going to eat.
Are her pies good?
They're good. I mean, I like her pie. Her pie is not how our family normally makes sweet potato pie, but it's good. It's a good one if you like spicy sweet potato pie.
Okay. No, I meant the ones at Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Hey, y'all, it's me, the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have Patreon? That's right. If you go to patreon.com, boop, boop, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have another podcast? That's right. We have Baking Sugar, our Deciding With podcast, and Over the Moon, our Moonlight podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandise? That's right. If you go to mimsay.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love? That's right, 5-star reviews. Dear listeners, if you like us, you love us, leave us a 5-star review. It really means something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Maim.
Yes.
Maim.
Yes.
Maim. Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that our dear listeners can reach out and send us a message? That's right, dear listeners. If you can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com or send us a text at 704-380-0618. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
All right. You're not going to interrupt me? Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.